Yu-Gi-Oh! 101 card review. Here to review a card coming in the OCG booster pack. Legacy of the Valiant coming to the OCG November 16th and coming to the TCG January 24th. What we're looking at here is Bujintei Tsukuyomi, which is translated Moon Reader. From Japanese to English is Moon Reader, so we're looking at Bujintei Moon Reader, basically. Anyway, so that was just a little fun fact. Tell you, have fun with it. Tell your friends. Act like you know something. It's a light Beast Warrior Exceed Effect monster, rank 4, attack 1800, defense 2300. Description: 2 level 4 light monsters. Once per turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card. Send all the cards in your hand to the graveyard, then draw 2 cards. When this card with Exceed material leaves the field by an opponent's card effect, you can target a number of level 4 Bujin Beast Warrior type monsters in your graveyard, up to the number of Exceed materials that were attached to this card. Special summon that target or targets. You can only control one Bujintei Tsukuyomi. So you can send cards, all the cards in your hand to the graveyard. If you have a bunch of Bujin relics, or those hand traps or like little graveyard traps or whatever, monsters that can have their effects activated in your graveyard. If you have a handful of those, of course you can just dump them, which is where they belong, truthfully, in a graveyard, so you can use them. And then you get to, gain some draw power from it. So it's a good thing that it doesn't leave you empty-handed. Empty-handed. Uh, Man, but you would want this card to be destroyed by your opponent's card effect, because that's when the second effect activates. And you want to have as many Exceed materials on it as possible, maximum 2, you know. Um, that way you'll be able to get another Exceed monster out. But this card is, I don't know. Again, this is one of those cards that you can't really tell just by looking at it. You have to see it in action, so I can't really say whether or not this thing is going to be anything to shake a stick at until you see it in action. But in theory, it seems like a somewhat decent card. It's not like the second effect can only be activated if your opponent uses an effect and ends up sending it to the graveyard. If it leaves the field by your opponent's card effect, of course, being it monster, spell, or trap, it has to be done by your opponent, which I think is good, because I honestly think people will be having a field day if they could destroy this with their card effect and then get 2 monsters off of that. So like dark holes for everybody, but and torrential tributes, man. But yeah, I think it's an okay card. You know, uh, um, as always, I'm interested in seeing how this card will be used in, like in the actual game. But that remains to be seen. As of right now, yeah, like I think it's an okay card. Can't really say that I like it, but it's an okay card. So, link to this card is going to be in the description. You guys can check it out, and I'll see you guys for the next card review. Peace.